Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Trinity Page. Yes, that is me. Hope you're all doing well and had an amazing day. It was a not a bad day. It actually went a bit quicker today, which was great. Please forgive me, I am tired. I haven't been sleeping that great due to the full moon. Not sure if everyone else has been waking up, a few times during the night. I have been a little bit disappointed because when the full moon, I love to see it. It's just been where we are overcast, so I haven't been able to see it, even though I've been waking up at 4 and taking off in my car and nothing. So I am a little annoyed with that because I do like to get those moon rays. Anyway. So I did want to just touch again on forgiveness. I think it's so important, especially with uh, just, especially with your parents, is basically where I want to go with this. I mean, it's important that we forgive everybody, even for someone who's done something small to us. We still need to forgive that and release that as we go through. Parents are a big one. And I'm a parent myself. And yeah, please forgive me, beautiful children, for any mistakes that I have made because we are not perfect. And we do understand this. So, what we've got to understand is our parents in that time were doing the best that they could do. And it's often good to, even if you can and you have that relationship, is to learn about what they went through as children as well. So that helps too, to understand what their life may have been growing up. We all like to change things. I had my ideas of when I became a parent, what I wanted to do for my children. And that was the number one thing, was to love them and to show them as best that I could and knew what love was in that moment, if that makes sense. So I did know the background of my parents and their childhoods and everything, and I can see where they, the things that they wanted to change, and they did that. So nothing is ever perfect, though. So we must understand that. So we need to forgive whatever is done to us or whatever we do to ourselves or other people, unintentionally, intentionally, whatever it may be, we need to forgive. And it's that simple. Otherwise, you hold on to it, you can't move past it, and it keeps coming up, even if you think that you have released it or everything's okay for the moment. You have to forgive. You have to really find it in your heart and you have to let it go. And that's just how it is. And you have to understand that everyone is on their own journey, or whether they're not, whether they're stuck. But you have to realize that Most people have good intentions and do their very best. And then people point the finger and say, you did this, you did that to me. Well, that's not my intention at all, or anybody's good person's intention. Most of the time, it's all subconsciously, and we don't even realize what we're doing or where it comes from until we become aware. So once we're aware, we know what to do, right? And we do better, and we break these cycles. So many people are stuck in the same cycle over and over and over again. It's their grandparents' cycle, their parents' cycle, and then the children follow on in that cycle. These cycles have to be broken. Someone has to have the courage to step out and create new cycles. Wonderful cycles. So we have to forgive everybody, because forgiving sets yourself free, free from the hurt. And then you can move forward. And moving forward is important, and we need to move forward in our lives every day. Do something to move yourself forward. And forgiveness, letting go of the past, is a must, a big must. So what you can do also, so once you are working on your forgiveness and doing that on a daily or a weekly basis, remember, I forgive you for, say their name, forgive it, release it, let it go. And then forgive yourself for whatever you were not happy about or whatever you blame yourself for. Forgive it. Forgive yourself. That's what we have to do. Another good one is we need to sit down and really look over our life. So I look back, when I did look back, I realized, because I realized that I have always had faith in God. There was a period there where I was just angry in my younger days. I always had faith, and I always trusted that God would bring me who I needed when I needed it. I've always sort of lived like this now that I've looked back over my life. And people have come in when I've needed them to support me or show me or teach me a lesson. It's just how it has been. But I have been aware of this from an early age. So to look back over your life and just see who has come into your life, who's left your life, and then what happened afterwards. So try and look at it as you have to see that it was all for your good. It was all meant to happen, all of it. And I believe that because I have lived that. So I've had faith, people have shown up when I needed them, left when I'd learned a lesson and thought, hang on, I see this. I'm not going to let you do that anymore. It's time to move on, move forward. So I've always put my faith in that. And just to I'll put it in an easier perspective, is when I left my marriage, so that was a 26-year relationship, I did not go and jump online to find the next one or go out and find the next one. That was just not at all in me. It just wasn't. I wanted to find who I was again. I wanted to spend time alone to discover who I was after all these years. I didn't even know who I was anymore. Well, luckily, the last 3 years of that relationship, I grew and grew and grew. And I think that's what, the difference was and why it had to end that cycle. And don't think that I think online dating or whatever is wrong. I don't have a thought about it because I don't do that. God will send who's right for me to me, and He always has. So I have nothing to worry about. I have been the most impatient person over the years. In this last year and a half or 2 years, I think it's no longer than 2 years anyway, since I have walked away from that, I have become the most patient person on this planet, I think. Well, probably a bit dramatic, but I am so patient now. It's not even funny. Going back, I couldn't even stand it. Like, if I'd be in the car ready for everyone and like, where is everyone? What are you doing? Get in the car. We're ready to go. So that kind of impatient. Now I'm so patient. But I do have faith. I do have my faith in God that He will send to me who is meant to be. And I have always been like that. So please put your faith in God. Please. Also, if you can, try and look back over your life and see how, when you needed someone or when things weren't going so great, who came in or who helped you or who came in for a short time, a long time. Try and look back over and observe what actually happened. And try and be aware and look at those things of who was there for you, who was, who, see what kind of lessons you're meant to learn and really try and look over that and be aware. And please, if you haven't found your faith in God as yet, please find it. Because you must know that there's more to this world than the illusions that are around us. You must know the coincidences, the blessings, the beautiful things, the energy that you feel. You must know. And if you don't, that's okay. Start to become aware of what's really going on. I will go more into this in my next video, just about how I can explain more or just give you more examples on how people have come into my life and changed things, or were sent, as I believe, from God. So I hope everyone enjoys their Friday tomorrow, and bless you all. Take care.